My name's MacKenzie, and the show that's opening tonight is called Convolution. It's a series of 3 distinct 16mm film-based installations. Each one distinguishes itself in a different way, but they all have a sort of a fascination with depth and dimensionality and the kind of illusion of dimension in common with each other. So the one that you're seeing kind of reflecting back here is called All That Glitter, and what I'm doing is I've filmed a tiny glass object, and then I've placed that glass object in front of the lens, so you're actually seeing the object that I filmed refracted by that very same object. So it's sort of like an inward-looking attempt to create meaning around a meaningless object and creating a fascination in a way that consumer culture does around things that are meaningless, but by filming it and then foregrounding it, we start to believe that there's some inherent depth or profundity to it, when in fact there's nothing at all. And it, it's also got this kind of rotational quality, this spinning sensation that we often see in commercials for beautiful objects, perfume commercials, that sort of thing. So I wanted to sort of play off, it's a capitalist kind of bent towards heightening the value of things that are actually valueless. So that's this piece. 2 projector piece over there, again, a loop, as they all are. They're film loops, 16mm film loops. This one is called Shutter, and it's 2 loops of film looking out the back of the train. And I was referencing the early Lumiere brother films, specifically Train Arriving at a Station. And in this case, what I've done is I've put ourselves on that train instead of watching the train pull in. We're actually on the train itself. And I'm running the film forward and backward at the same time with color filters, so you're getting a kind of a shuddery effect. And again, that's a reference to, it's a subtle reference to the fact that the Lumiere brothers, many years after that original film, decided to refilm the same scene, but in 3D. And it was not a film that gained any notoriety because the greatness of their first film was that it was the first. And then the revisiting of it meant a lot less because we'd already seen it. And because 3D didn't really have any power at that time, didn't play in the visual cultural world. But interestingly, from the get-go, those brothers actually wanted to pursue 3-dimensional filmmaking. So this is kind of a nod to that, and also kind of just an interesting optical illusion that appears. And the final piece is called Listen, Cyan Fades First, and it is a play on the aging of film and also a highlighting of the audio aspect of film as opposed to the visual aspect. So I have 2 columns that are presenting to us the audio track as well as the sprocket side, things that you don't normally see when you watch a movie. They cut out the frame so that it's wider and you can actually see both sides. And then the image itself is made meaningless or is made secondary and is projected out of focus in the back. So that's kind of a summation of what the 3 pieces are about. And I work with 16mm all the time. It's my paint of choice, you could say. Not that I have anything against video. I like the tactility of the materiality, the tactility. All of this material is hand processed as well at home or in a home lab. And I also perform the same kind of work as well on 16mm projectors.